Are we ready? I'm just doing what I'm told. Well, good afternoon, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mayor Glenn Miller from the great city here of Indio, and we're honored for all of you to come. The city of Indio is taking center stage in the history department. We have our time capsule we're going to open up. That was 20 years in the making, and years before that, we had time capsules here in the city of Indio, and we've continued on with this tradition. With me today is Mayor Pro Tem Elaine Holmes. I'd like to introduce them. Councilmember Wayman Furman, Oscar Ortiz, and Councilmember Ben Gutron is on his way. We have our city manager, Mr. Brian Montgomery, and the rest of our staff, if you could raise your hands. These are all the people that are doing the day-to-day work on a continual basis. And then we're honored to have our elected city clerk, Cynthia Hernandez, here with us, and representatives of CAL FIRE, our police department, Assemblyman Greg Wallace, Assemblyman Jeff Gonzalez, and Senator Steve Padilla, and also CVAG. So thank all of you, and Valley Sanitation District also. So thank all of you for coming, because this is an exciting time for us, because we don't know what's in that capsule either. And this gave us a perfect time as our new city hall starts to develop and get ready to open here. We have a huge one behind Oscar Ortiz here that we're going to put into the wall at our new city hall, that in 20 years from now, people can look at this and see what we were doing, what we were thinking, all the stuff we put in it, and some of the past stuff is going to be put in it too. And we're really going to kind of get an idea of how the city's involved. And so we'd really like to, at this time, kind of dive right into this, if you don't mind. We have stuff over here we're going to put in. There is snacks, drinks, and water. So like I said, if you don't that inclined to, don't worry about it. Get up and do what you need to do. But we're going to dive right into our box. This was put behind the wall on City Hall. Oh, and we have College of the Desert here. Thank you. And Coachella Valley History Museum. And all the rest of you, you're all VIPs. So this literally was put on the wall where you front entryway when you came into City Hall, put in there, and it was put in last time in 2005. And to be honest with you, we opened it up one time in 2010 to add some stuff. Mayor Lupe Ramos-Amita at the time was the mayor, and we decided we wanted to add some more of our history. So I'm going to kind of walk over. I'm going to pick a few items up if you guys can open up the mics, because you're going to help me. So you can all get excited now. We're going to open this thing up, and Jiminy Crickets is heavy. And I'm going to need one of you to help me with this so it doesn't slam on my fingers here. And I'm going to pull out 3 or 4 things here to be able to look at and what they are. And I'm going to bring them over to the podium. They are the shovel from the groundbreaking of the Indio Teen Center in May 29th. 2007 that we brought for our kids and we were able to bring forward. Council, rest a minute. Our Indio Senior Center, June 19th, 2008, another gold shovel. We have our pen, which has changed, multiple times here for the Indio Rotary Club. So that we have here based on a lapel pen, beautiful. And then also we have what we're very proud of, as known as the City of Festivals. From 2005, the pin from the Indio Date Festival here for the Riverside County that we had is the lapel pin that when we had the Queen and her court came, they give us all these pins. So we added one of these pins in. And then lastly, our great City of Indio Public Safety. Our police chief was Brad Ramos at the time. And this is from 2010 when this coin went in there. It's his challenge coin that he puts in and that he gives out to local leaders and other public safety officials. So what an amazing opportunity, I think, to get it. And we have some great scrolls in there we're going to do. And I'm going to turn this over to the Mayor Pro Tem to be able to look at a few things. And you're going to get to pull a few things out and do it. And then we're going to have you help us, too, because not only do we have other great stuff here we're going to add to the list, we want our community to bring stuff so we can put it into our time capsule, but also we're going to have you help us decide what we're going to take out of this box and literally put into the next capsule.
Okay, so the next thing is Viva, May 2005. That sounds super interesting here. So we're We're going to unveil this here.
I think you're going to have to do a little bit more than that. I think you're each going to have to pull about 3 or 4 of these things.
Why don't you go ahead and bring them?
And these were wrapped in special paper. You got to remember, Jim Curtis will remember, we couldn't just put in papers and stuff in there because they'll fade in that. So we had to literally go out and buy a special paper to wrap them to make sure that the ink and the environment didn't destroy what we actually put in there. So that's if the Mayor Pro Tem can get this off. It might go into the next future without actually looking at this one. Oh, I thought it was, when I saw Jackson, I thought it was Michael Jackson.
Well, then it would have been perfect. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So here we go.
Oh, interesting. Viva Monthly, the insider's guide to the city of Coachella. Interestingly enough, people, places, secrets, and pride. Huh. Yeah, there you go.
And it's a little magazine that used to go into the Desert Sun as part of it. So it's a Viva Pride. So it's from the Desert Sun.
Right.
It was an insert in a monthly Viva, and it was in 2005.
Yeah.
Very nice. May of 2005.
More newspapers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a newspaper in a lot of years. Oh, cool.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Let's see what we have here. We have a Press Enterprise newspaper. Let's see what the date was. May 16th, 2005. And the forecast was 94 degrees for a high, 64 for a low.
That is May.
Yeah, May. And it looks like our governor was the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Gas prices?
Don't tell me.
I don't know, but it has somebody from a foreign country fighting over the gas, so I'm not going to say his name. That's pretty cool. And I also have a disc from North Jackson Park grand opening from March 2nd, 2009, photos. So I don't know if everybody knows that this is a disc. So let me see who's in here and who doesn't know. Yeah, yeah.
Cynthia, you can come up. Jim, Brian, please. Come on. We want you, you're a part of this history. We'd like you to kind of join in and grab a couple of these so we can go through. That's a cool one. Grab a couple things. Let's do history together.
So this one's the Desert Sun, Mondays, May 16th, 2005. Local. Consultants, Australia misread. Laws on living less. Boy, that sure applies today. Let's see here. Center near school could relieve linger boredom. City considers buying land for teenage activities. When the school sets out at 2:15, most Indio High School students will race off to eager to be at the Indio Teen Center. There you go.
This is kind of cool. Art and essay contest, first, second, and third place, fourth grade for the art and essay, seventh grade. And it's really interesting. The first place winner, Santos Cornejo, this little story is about Indio and its history. Indio has been around since 1930. The past, present, and future of Indio should always be in our hearts. Indio has been known to my family for a very long time. I hope Indio is way bigger when I grow up. And it just moves forward. Let's see, I'll skip a couple of lines here. Indio's present. Indio looks very fantastic now. Our schools in Indio are getting remodeled. Indio's future. In a couple of years, Indio might look like New York or Las Vegas or some of those big cities. Well, we have some 3-story buildings. I imagine Indio in the future having robots to help you. And what are we doing Friday at 6 o'clock? Messengers. We have robots. I also imagine flying cars. That would be cool. Anyways, the future of Indio is going to look very big and beautiful. The population is going to increase. Everyone is going to love Indio even more. I love it. I love it. And I have two. I have a second place and a third place winner. and it talks about the past, the present, and let me tell you about the future. The future of Indio, in my eyes, is limitless. I just think that's absolutely fantastic. And here's the third place winner, and it talks about different things. Finally, the future of Indio has some experience. There are more businesses built in the city of Indio, more new schools. In the city of Indio, they will build new streets and new public libraries and new stores. They will build more parks and casinos for kids and adults. There are many people coming to the city of Indio. I love it. And so then we have this art contest, and I kind of like, welcome to the future of Indio. This is third grade Mountain Vista. I'm sorry, third place, fourth grade, high rises. So we had vision here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I love it. All right, who's next?
We have an issue of El Informador del Valle here from 2005, celebrating the 75th anniversary of the city of Indio. And the top story on there says, Proponen facilitar empleo a inmigrantes ilegales. This was proposing to facilitate employment for undocumented immigrants. And it was a bipartisan effort by Senator John McCain and Senator Edward Kennedy. There you go.
Along with that, Oscar, I got this City of Indio 75th anniversary. It just happened to be. It's on the front page of that newspaper, but this is from 1930 to 2005.
Well, I just say part of Councilmember Ortiz's newspaper was an ad for Toys R Us. That doesn't exist anymore. But I opened the Senior Circuit newsletter that looks like it was a monthly newsletter, May of 2010. But of interest, there's free telephone equipment at the Indio Senior Center. Do you know someone that has difficulty using the telephone? This sounds like from the 30s or the 40s. Did you know that there is a state program to help you understand your telephone equipment? Yeah, a little odd, but there it is.
And this one is a picture from the council. This is myself, Lupe Ramos Amit, Gene Gilbert, Melanie Festmeyer, and Ben Godfrey. And they were on there, and we had just finished the corporate yard. And so we had the corporate yard plaque. And then one of the big things we were doing, and as we get our sports park that's finishing up, we had the renaissance of a park system itself. So our guideline for doing things that we wanted to get done. And as you can see, and as you listen to a lot of the stuff, they're happening now. We have the messengers outside. We have the new library coming in. We have the new city hall. Actually, I saw a picture of Kmart there, so that tells you a little bit about some stuff. Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes. Well, this is fun. It's a book put out by the Indio Chamber of Commerce of Tourism in Indio. Talks about City of Festivals. All the different organizations, cars traveling around town. Just all kinds. Ciro's Restaurant, La Piñata, there you go. Andy's Burgers, Indio Golf Course. Special events of Indio. It talks about the Polo Club and the Corona Yacht Club. Trump 29 back in the day, casino. It talks about Dr. Carry-On Academy when it was first built. Just all kinds of things. And you know what's kind of cool about this is that most of these businesses in here are still here. They're still active. I think that's a testament to our city and our community. So anyways, really kind of cool little tourism mag.
We'll stay on the books. So for the 75th anniversary, we hired a publisher to do a book called Indio Reflections and Visions. I think I'm in here somewhere, and I know Ben's in here somewhere for sure, so we'll have to find out. But that just shows the history of Indio for 75 years. It was really a great book. It was fun putting it together. So just a little history for me. I did the ceremony for this time capsule 20 years ago when I just started working here. And for our 75th anniversary, we had a whole year long of events, a black tie gala, heritage days. We did the time capsule that we put together. So it was a lot of fun, and never thought that I would still be here, but I still am.
Well, some more history. I have a newsletter labeled Scratches in the Sun from the Coachella Valley Historical Society. And Doug York was the president at that time. There's some comments here from him, and the title, the ad was how a home became a museum. I don't know how many people are familiar with the museum, but it used to be a home, and now it's the Historical Society Museum. The newsletter is dated spring 2005.
So this is something that the East Valley News, Valley businesses, Pioneer Day for Fun for All, that would be held at the Coachella Valley History Museum. New city manager shares vision of the city's future. That would have been Glenn Southard at the time. Chamber elects board of directors. Big deal. The chamber was really, really big during those teas. And a couple of other good things. State American Business, Granite Construction Branch Manager, honored at the Oregon State University. Day Festival breaks record, breaking attendance. Over 55,000 people attended. And Senator Jim Batten. Wow. So everything, these articles would come out at least once a month promoting our businesses from our city, from the East Valley.
I have interesting things here. First of all, it's Senior Circuit, so it's a newsletter from the Senior Center. And it just has it's like a resource, a little resource book. There was a message from the mayor at that time, Melanie Fesmeyer. She's still around town. And all the different things, all the different places are going. Knott's Berry Farm, Alvera Street. And it talks about, again, resources, legal assistance, places that you can go to get assistance. And it talks about May at a Glance, bingo, quilting, blackjack tournament. So a neat little newsletter. And then there was Dateline Indio. It looks like this is an employee newsletter. This is back in February through May of 2005. I guess we had just hired city manager Glenn Southard at the time. It talks about employee anniversaries, employee contests, birthdays. That was kind of cool. We celebrated our employee birthdays. We need to do that again. I think that would be awesome. Dateline Indio, don't miss the employee picnic, Happy Mother's Day, employee of the quarter. So just a really neat little employee news magazine, just to keep everybody in the loop about what's going on in the city of Indio. Next.
I'm dropping all kind of stuff. There's so much interesting things in here, but what's amazing is some of the things that we were talking about back in 2010. So this is Thursday, May 27, 2010, Desert Sun. There's one article in here about a dog park in Cathedral City, and there's another article about Can of Help opens after a long struggle. And there's another article in Palm Desert about Wayne tattoo shop man. So things we were talking about back then. I want to go to one of our good partners in the city, Unicars Honda. And so back then in 2005, to use Toyota Tacoma was $14,986. I don't know how much it will be now, but it's probably up there. A 2007 Camry was also about $15,000. So this is 2010. And what else is here? There's a couple other cool things I've seen. Yeah, I'm going to have to put this back together. I was never good at stuff like that as a kid. Yeah, it's okay. We need to talk about food, right? So, pineapples, 88 cents a piece, limit 4. 88 cents a pineapple. Watermelon, seedless, 2 for $3. And so, and also ribeye steak. This is at Henry's Farmers Market. A ribeye steak was $5.99 a pound. So, cool stuff.
Thank you. And I've got a couple left. This is the council members from 2005. This is done on the 15th of May. And it's Michael Wilson. It's Gene Gilbert. Melanie Fesmeyer was the mayor. Ben Godfrey and Lupe Ramos meet. So that's an exciting time. And then, if you all remember, the Indio Sun from many years ago when they had it back, it has the Dr. Carleone Foundation giving $1 million after 20 years, and now they're giving out about $200,000 to $300,000 a year. And what a difference that organization has made. So really some great stuff in here showing us where we've been and where we're going to go, and a lot of it has come true. A lot of the things that those letters you read, that Mayor Pro Tem read, was stuff that our youth had thought about, and it's coming true now. So the city of Indio has come a long ways. So we have some great stuff here. We've got stuff on the walls you can see. There's our 75th anniversary, what the city looked like that. We have the original plaque from 50 years ago from the city council that did it. That's right here. The other one was out front. But we have things crossed all over here that you can look at and kind of give you an idea of where the city's been. And then obviously we'll have plenty of stuff on our website. And now we're going to get into the future, what we're going to do. And just a moment in time, I want to give a little bit of background on some of the items that we know for sure coming in, and you get to see the rest of them. So being part of the Indio history, some of our community partners like Coachella Valley History Museum, they added the Periscope magazine from the Century and Change, the Coachella Valley 2000, the Periscope magazine Stories and Recollections and Recollections of the CV in 1978. And then also in the golden years, early history of the Coachella Valley Water District, 1968. Valley Sanitation District is given their 100-year coin, their challenge coin. There will be 100 years this year. So, I mean, they're actually larger and longer, or been around longer than the city. The city is 95 years old this year. So we have that. CAL FIRE, our great CAL FIRE and Riverside County Fire Department, new battalion 7 headquarters is the 86 challenge coin from 2024. And then our relationship with the Desert Sands Unified School District, the 24-25 Community Report, along with the Innovations booklet from 2025. And then El Formador Magazine, which was in our original one from 20 years ago, has given us a magazine now to be able to add to it. And then our friends at Coachella Valley Association of Government has given us a piece of the CV link that's going through, something that's been brought to us for a few years now and is finishing completion here in the city of Indio. So we're looking forward to doing that. And then we have, I've got to be the one that introduces this. This is a box of cereal. And I've seen this guy before. Let me see. Very resemblance there. And we're going to add this. And this is from Wayman Furman's State of the City. And he actually had this to put onto it. And he signed it. So this is a collector's item.
That's a collector right
There you go. So we have all kinds of things here. We're having some pretty great stuff here. We're going through. And I don't know, Jessica, how do you want to handle all this? It's some beautiful stuff. Why don't we grab a couple of items each, and each one of you grab a couple things. We'll talk. We won't open it all up. We'll introduce what we're going to do and grab a couple of things, and we'll tell you what's going on. Obviously, we have our Taking Center Stage and all the swag from the city. If you haven't seen our logo, which everywhere in the city. It's changed many times since I've actually been a member of the city. I've been on the council for 18 years, and I've been on the planning commission for that for 7. So 25 years of my life I've done it. And we've had multiple logos, but this one really stands out. It's not like the typical logo you would see. This is something like a Google, something like you would see Apple and that. Really, it's a statement to kind of bring people out. And if you ever look at any of the stuff that we have, the city of Indio is just moving forward. But whenever we have an event, we have the Indio logo up, and everybody's out there taking pictures. If it was from our Independence Day bash to our concerts, everybody wants to take a picture with the logo for Indio. So hats off to staff and hats off to everybody who designed it. And yes, and we have our elf here. And so we've got that going on. And then we have a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to let some of the other council, Mayor Pro Tem, why don't you say a few words on what you have?
Well, thank you. Absolutely. This is just so much fun. It just is remembering our history, but also part of our future. So some of the things, of course, we do things. We are a very festive environment, and we take every opportunity to celebrate something. We find something, some point in time to celebrate. And so obviously this, and in case you haven't noticed, that's our new logo. So it's very cool. It's all over the city. Here's something, Coachella Valley History Museum, Dia de los Muertos. This is just really, really cool. So every year the museum has this amazing event, and it's great to see how it's grown, the music, the dancing. And then one of my favorite things that we just started is Indio Business Connect. As everybody knows, small business is near and dear to my heart, and this program is really helping to elevate all of our businesses in the community. So those are my, Oscar?
All right, let's see what we got here. And going off of the last item that I presented, here is a current version of El Informador that we'll be including into our time capsule. And then we have Desert Sands, our school district, the guidance, Desert Sands AI guidance, step into your future today. So their guidance on artificial intelligence. I'm sure that'll be a little more advanced by the time we open that back up. And then we have the Indio Veterans Day 5K 2024 medal. And so this is our first Veterans Day 5K. And so we'll be including that medal here on into our new time capsule. Mr. Witron?
Thank you, Oscar. You know, you kind of look at things, and being homegrown, I think about all the nice things besides where we're going in our future. But I think Councilman Whalen said that, what about food? Victoria's Cafe, the diner, it's turned into a community place. Everybody goes there. I mean, we have a lot of good restaurants, but if you want to just hang out and say hi and run into people, I think that's special. It's become something good. I know that Elaine takes advantage of it in her long days. But then I'm flipping through the Periscope, and I find this ironic. The first page that I flip open is Jackie Cochran and Amelia Earhart. For those women of making differences in the world, they were in India. They were besties. They served their country, and they made a big difference. And ironically, I guess they just found Amelia Earhart's plane. India has a tie into that. It's special. And good role models. This is at Indian Palms Country Club. They're enjoying the day. Both ladies. I think it's cool. Yeah, the back is the Aladdin Theater on Miles. And this theater burnt down twice. We had an arson downtown, believe it or not, for a while. But that theater is where the soccer field is at right now on Miles Avenue. And it faced Miles for those of us that grew up here. And there's a lot of real cool photos. Then there's also the theater on Fargo Street. But good point, Elaine.
And also continuing on the Aladdin Theater at Miles Park, right next to it, there were some little buildings and doctor offices. And when I was about 10 or 11, I was down at Miles Park with my mom and her school, and I was messing around in the merry-go-round and kind of flipped off and busted my head open. And so I went across the street. And the doctor took me in, stitched me up, and told me, go back and play. And that's what I did. And so that's what they did back then. But right at the Miles Park, and then there was a pharmacy there and everything. But also continuing on the spirit of food, because you know I like food. And so we have a menu from El Tapatio restaurant. I think this is great. I do spend a lot of time there. And El Mexicali Cafe. And I spend a lot of time here, too, and a lot of money. And so, love the menudo, and I love the seafood soup as well. But anyways, I think we should get more menus because, India, we have a big legacy of restaurants in our community, and they're still here. They've been here for a long time. One of our restaurants that we lost was what was the one over by the burn down, where the paint place is at now? Marcos's restaurant. La Piñata. So, La Piñata. So, a lot of restaurants. So, that's good. So, I just want to talk about this little box of cereal real quick. But before I do that, I want to thank the council and every mayor that has been a mayor of this city because there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Our staff that's here, there's a lot of work that they do that the public doesn't see. And I thank our mayors because this was from State of the City when I was mayor. So I was so busy towards the last few weeks. Staff were ushering me into Fantasy Springs to get ready for the State of the City the next day. I didn't know what was going on. Teleprompters there, band, and all this good stuff. And I walked in, and I seen my face. And then I seen my face again. I seen it again. I said, what is that? So I walked up, and I seen these little cereal boxes all over the table. So this was a great idea. Where's she at? Great idea, Jessica. And I also want to recognize another former council member that's in here, Mr. Troy Strange. Yeah. And the reason why I wanted to recognize him, because I want to really underscore inclusivity in our city. Troy Strange is the first African-American council member here in the city of Indio, and I'm the first African-American mayor, and that speaks volumes of our community. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, what sexual orientation, what race. If you are an Indio, you're part of the Indio family. So thank you guys for this.
Thank you. And we have a couple more things, and then we should be done. But thank all of you for coming. And we have opportunities. But just so you know, we're not going to open this time capsule for 50 years, is what it says. And so the City of Indio is preparing a time capsule to be placed in the new City Hall and opened in 50 years. So none of us are going to be here. Just letting you know. The following items are included: an USB drive with photos submitted by community members, menus from local businesses, letters from myself and all the rest of the City Council, Indio staff yearbook, City strategic plan from 2025 to 2030, a plaque from the previous time capsule from 50 years ago, selected items from the previous time capsule that we're going to move forward, event memorabilia from all our concerts and all the different festivals and that we do, City of Indio branding swag that we give out to everyone as we go through, a video recording of the current time capsule opening, which is taking history center stage here, so that should scare these people. And then we're inviting residents to submit photos and everything else that could be put into it from your local spots. Take a picture from wherever it is. Bring something from your local favorite spot or a community event that's meaningful to everyone and to yourself. And so we thank all of you for coming. But Jessica, if we could, I'd like to capture this. So if we could walk this way and you could take a picture of all of us sitting out here, so that you're all in this to history with us together, and we'll put that in the capsule, and all of you will be inside of it too. So, council, if we can go this way. Well, thank all of you for being a part of this and all that you guys have done to contribute to it. We have an amazing, amazing city with a great staff, and the council is working tirelessly to make sure that it comes to fruition, and thank you for all the items. But remember, we have more items to put in, so as you do it, please come down. We have refreshments and that, and we'd love you to come and look at all the stuff we're putting in. God bless all of you. Thank you for coming.